Now we are here outside of Healthy Life Adult Daycare. This place, over the past few years, has billed $19.8 million alone. Now let's go see if I can enroll my grandma, because she needs some daycare. And this right here is the entrance of a building that's received over $19 million. So this is the location that's received over $19 million. Kind of crazy, right? They say that right here, right now we're at 1:30. No adults are here. I wouldn't doubt that adults do come, but $19 million.
It's kind of like North Korea. It's like everything's set up, but there's no people. It's like for a show almost.
No, nobody's here already. You have to come back tomorrow.
And could we get like a brochure to enroll our grandma into this location?
I don't have anything.
Can anyone give us a brochure?
Angela, does somebody has information about here?
I don't think it's enough to say it's fraudulent, because you do see that it is operating. There were people working inside there. But the fact that there's just businesses like these popping around everywhere, and this is what they look like outside of a location that receives $19 million over the past few years. Yes, the building looks completely almost dismantled out here. But look, all they have to say that they are an adult day healthcare is that sign that says AEHC. And there was some people working inside of it. We have the phone number right here. Darren's going to go ahead and give a phone call and see if somebody from inside answers. There are people inside right now. The phone's just ringing.
You can leave a message after the tone. This mailbox is full.
There you have it. They don't even have an inbox available to take in a voicemail. And another thing to take note of is Gavin Newsom right now in Poly Market. He's the leading nominee for the Democrats come 2028. All this fraud taking place, all this waste is taking place. Nobody really knows what's going on. I mean, look at this place. This adult daycare received $19 million, has billed the state of California over $19 million in the past few years. This is all taking place here. So that is something to think about come 2028 with Gavin Newsom leading the Democrats right now.
As you know, President Trump will be meeting with Secretary Ruta in a couple of hours here at the White House, and I know he looks forward to having a very frank and candid conversation with him.
Let's continue to the other part of this all week, which was that Trump really does seem to be laying the groundwork to leave NATO, and I think it's probably very deserving. Listen to this from Trump on Truth. NATO wasn't there when we needed them, and they won't be there if we need them again. Remember Greenland, that big, poorly run piece of ice. I mean, guys, it seems to me we foot the bill on NATO. Some allies kind of offered up mealy-mouthed statements like the UK. Spain completely closed their airspace to us, although Trump said, we can still take it and land if we want. They're not going to do anything. I think NATO's on its last legs, and if somehow this thing starts wrapping up, that will be Trump's next international move. What do you think about that, Brandon?
Oh, no, I think that that's 100% appropriate. And this is just from a layman's perspective, just the average American. If we're contributing to something that's not benefiting America, then we just divest from it. I mean, it's that simple. Donald Trump is showing and displaying for the world that NATO is not supportive in the efforts that we're doing to liberate people in Iran and make America a safer place by eliminating the threat level in the Middle East, and also supporting our allies. And we're also supporting the UAE, Saudi Arabia, and all these other countries that want peace. But then NATO don't want to contribute because they're cowards. And so what Donald Trump is saying is like, look, when we needed you the most, although we're giving you guys all this money and we're funding and we're supporting your military, we're supporting the defense and safety for you, we're going to keep track of this, and we're going to divest from some of these places that are not benefiting America. And I hope that he actually does it.
Sure. To your point, here's Caroline Levitt on the test that NATO failed.
NATO Secretary General a little bit later this afternoon.
I have a direct quote from the President of the United States on NATO, and I will share it with all of you. They were tested, and they failed. And I would add, it's quite sad that NATO turned their backs on the American people over the course of the last 6 weeks, when it's the American people who have been funding their defense. As you know, President Trump will be meeting with Secretary Ruta in a couple of hours here at the White House, and I know he looks forward to having a very frank